Welcome back, my name is LastKnownMeal, and today I'm going to talk about the future of the Witcher franchise, because after I stopped making Witcher 3 videos, like the number one comment that was always there was, what about The Witcher 4? What's gonna happen with the future of this franchise? And I'm going to use this video to talk about The Witcher 4 because that's the elephant in the room. I'm also going to talk about other Witcher things, for example, like Netflix series that are coming out, and I'm going to kind of make this video as a last Witcher 4 video because honestly there is nothing to talk about. I can speculate only thus far. I mean, you know, obviously CDPR is moving on to different things like Cyberpunk 2077, so talking about The Witcher 4, like making more videos, really doesn't make sense, I believe. So I'm going to kind of use this video to talk about it and bring you up to speed with all the latest things we have concerning The Witcher 4, because as soon as The Witcher 3 was finished, people started asking questions, what's gonna be next? And CDPR just said, look guys, we have been developing The Witcher since the beginning. I mean, that's their first game. Witcher 1, 2 and 3 were the only games that CDPR was working on. And it kinda goes under your skin if you're just working in one universe. So they said, like, we got tired of the same universe, we want to move on to different things, which is now Cyberpunk 2077. And if one day we do return to The Witcher, it's not going to be Geralt of Rivia. And they said 100% that the adventures of Geralt of Rivia in their adaptation of a video game are done. Witcher 3 was the last game featuring Geralt of Rivia concerning CDPR. Now, of course, we do have the Netflix series that's going to be about Geralt of Rivia. You don't have to worry about that. So in the next couple of years, like 3 to 4 years, every single year we're going to get one season of The Witcher. So the future is kind of looking good because every single year we're going to get some episodes. It's gonna be nice because we're going to see Geralt of Rivia in a live action series on Netflix, so that's amazing. But when it comes to video game, that thing is done, trust me. CDPR is not going to go back to The Witcher anytime soon. I know there's been some videos about Witcher 4 returning, you know, earlier than we think. I really don't think so. Like, we know how long CDPR makes video games. So if they do return to The Witcher, it's not going to be anytime soon. Probably 15 to even 20 years from now. I mean, I know it's a long period of time, 20 years. So no. And there's been some talk that another studio might pick up the rights for the Witcher video game, and of course CDPR owns those rights, even though Andrzej Sapkowski is, you know, the creator of Geralt of Rivia and the universe. CDPR owns the rights to make video games. Of course, Netflix is not paying CDPR for the rights, they're paying Andrzej Sapkowski. CDPR only owns the rights for the video game. So no one else is going to make, like no other studio is going to make The Witcher video game. And it's not just when it comes to who holds the rights, it's also about who dares to make another Witcher game after CDPR. I mean, every other studio that dwells into the universe of The Witcher in the video game, ooh, they have a very difficult task in front of them because CDPR created something amazing. Now, no, I'm not saying that other studios are not capable of creating a good Witcher game, but it would be a very, very difficult thing to achieve. And it's always hard to escape how, you know, The Witcher from CDPR looks, and you have to develop something else to make it different. That's the thing. If you want to create like a new Witcher game, like a different studio wants to create a new Witcher game, they have to make it different, but that's not going to happen. Also because, number one, CDPR owns the rights for the Witcher video game. Second of all, no studio would dare to do something like that. And why would they? Like, The Witcher 3 came out just like, what, 3 years ago? 2 years ago? I don't even remember now, god damn it. So when it comes to The Witcher 4, we're not going to see it anytime soon, and if we do, I said this multiple times, it's not going to be Geralt of Rivia, it's going to be a different protagonist. And of course, people say like, well, why would we want another Witcher game if it's not going to feature Geralt of Rivia? Because everything is about Geralt of Rivia, the books, the original video games, the Netflix series, it's all about Geralt of Rivia. So why would we want another Witcher game if it's not going to feature Geralt of Rivia? And yes, there's many things that we can think about when we think about The Witcher 4, for example, when Vesemir was young. That would be an amazing game, in my opinion, but trust me, it's not going to happen anytime soon. Now I want to talk about the Witcher Netflix series. In the next couple of years, 4 to 5 years, we are going to get the Witcher content from Netflix because Witcher is going to have more seasons. They said this when they announced the show that it's not going to be only one season. My opinion is that it's going to be a minimum of 3 seasons. Now, if this series is successful, if people like it, if it's good, it could go to even 5 to 6 seasons, depending on how much Netflix is willing to put into developing The Witcher, because I don't think it's going to go more than 6 seasons. Like, that would be amazing if it does, but again, it only depends from how the series is going to do. Are people going to like it? Is it going to be viewed? That's the thing, that's all the factors that determine the future of the Netflix series. But yes, we are going to get at least 1 season, and minimum, in my opinion, is going to be like 3 seasons or something like that. So yes, in the next couple of years, we are going to get some Witcher content. Then I want to talk about The Witcher 1 Remaster. I think every single fan of the game that played the first one, that played any Witcher games, like want to see Witcher 1 Remastered. And I do want to see it as well. It's my dream, because I've been playing The Witcher 1 at the moment, and even though when I played it long time ago, I still think it's an amazing RPG game. Not just a Witcher game, but a very good RPG game. The combat is probably the biggest problem of The Witcher 1, even though it does make sense how they, you know, developed the combat in the first one. It's still buggy and glitchy and doesn't give you a chance to move, to evade all that much, so the combat really needs some work. But then comes the problem. A lot of people want to see The Witcher 1 in the Witcher 3 engine. They want to see a Witcher 1 made as The Witcher 3. And that would mean one thing: they would have to change the combat, so the combat that we have in The Witcher 1 would be completely changed to the combat of The Witcher 3. So then you don't get the same game, that's the thing. Witcher 1 as a game is developed for that type of combat. Now, I know we have the mod, the Witcher 1 intro in The Witcher 3, I love it. But if you would make a remaster, then you have to keep the things that were in the first game intact. Of course, you do need to work on them. The combat in The Witcher 1, yes, keep it that way as it is, but work on it. Make it a bit more, how would I say, fluid. Because if you put the combat of The Witcher 3 in The Witcher 1, you would get a completely different game. Of course, that would be amazing, but if I would like to get a Witcher 1 remaster, I would rather keep it as it is. Like, obviously work on the graphics, work on the mechanics, but keep the core gameplay as it was in The Witcher 1. That's the thing. Everybody has a right for their own version of the remaster. Again, we don't have any news about that, like CDPR isn't mentioning that at all, so the chances of The Witcher 1 being remastered are honestly higher than ever getting Witcher 4. Like, that's the thing, that's the sad truth right now. And also, when it comes to the books are written, and I don't think that's going to change. So I talked about the future of the Witcher franchise. The video game as it is done for a very long period of time. we're getting the Netflix series, there could be a remaster of The Witcher 1, again that is just speculation, there has been no news whatsoever about that, and CDPR is ready to move on to different things. They're ready to move on Cyberpunk 2077 and probably the sequel after that. And look, it was a good trilogy, but it's not going to feature Geralt of Rivia anymore. That is not my opinion, that is something the CDPR said. Geralt of Rivia is done when it comes to CDPR, so the whole point of The Witcher 4 is just to be debated, but I want to see your thoughts in the comments. Tell me what you think about The Witcher 4, what do you think about the Netflix series, what do you think about The Witcher 1 remaster, and how do you want to see that? So this was the last video concerning The Witcher 4. I'm not going to talk about it until we don't get any info whatsoever. Like, there is only thus far, as I said, as I can speculate. Everything else is just, I don't know, it doesn't make sense. It feels like I'm forcing it, so I don't want to do that. So, this is LastKnownMeal signing out. Don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button, and tell me what you think about this, as I said, and LastKnownMeal signing out for the second time, and stay classy, everyone. Bye bye.